For a second, is there ever a reason to bench from opening hand if you have something like POW that you want active? Seems like a quick way to get hit with escape rope or something like that. Yep, exactly. There's no reason to ever bench anything. The only reason to bench something is if your opponent mulligans and you draw into a better starter than what you have, and then your opponent potentially could escape rope you, so then you'd want to put it on the bench. Because either your opponent escape ropes you, and if they don't, well, then you can just try and get into it on your turn. But versus Entei Valiant is like the exception. True. Against Entei Iron Valiant, that is true. The only thing I can think about here from Ricardo is probably attach to the bench, excuse me, not the active, but you don't really need to. All right, does Marco go aggro? We do see the Arvin here, so could get Force Heal Stone for the DTE. So Marco could go aggro with the with the double turbo. I feel like generally that's not the play you go for, to be honest, but if you feel like you're in a bad spot, like if you feel like your opening is that bad, maybe you just try and cheese your opponent. I don't know if this would be considered. I mean, this is like a good opening for Ricardo so far. I would assume Marco's probably not like, it's like, maybe considers it. I don't know. Maybe you consider it. We'll see. Also, the 4 Shield Stone has to be in the deck as well. Appreciate the 4 months there, Scooby Doobius. I think you got to slow down Ricardo so he whiffs turn 2 Shuriken. I didn't even think about turn 2 Shuriken, to be honest. But yeah, I guess turn 2 Shuriken would be a thing. I mean, you could just like, you could retreat to a Snorlax and that slows him down, but yeah, I didn't even think about turn 2 Shuriken, but that would be annoying to go after your Pidgeys, right? That'd be pretty tough. Yeah, because your deck isn't built as well to just like chain around it, but yeah. Charming Pidgey is goated. Oh, that works too. Oh yeah, that is what Marco's going for here. So probably he's just gonna sacrifice the Luxray then. There might be a double turbo in the hand. Charmed Pidgey, that's funny. Pidgey's a tank. Thinking about the Mimi plus the Pidgey. Might actually have a way to get into the Mimikyu here. Might have like a switch. Or might even go, if there's a double turbo in hand, might just go double turbo retreat. Yeah. That's a cute play. Brody for 3. Luxray being in the active does kind of suck here for Marco, though. Like, ending it with Luxray in the active is not good. Ideal. Well, not great. Yeah. All right, here we go. Ricardo. Irida. How many water in the hand? 3. Irida, Candy, Backs, attack. I also wouldn't use Shivery. Well, when we do need to use Shivery Chill for 1 energy to get the knockout on the active, but I would only get 1 energy because you want to leave more energies in the deck to. I guess that's not 100% true because you could stock up enough energy to go back-to-back attacks with Chen-Pao. Maybe you do just search out 2 energy. I was thinking we want to leave more energy in the deck to play around Misfortune Sisters. But if we get like a bunch of energy in our hand, then it allows us to like set up for bigger plays without having to use a superior potentially. So maybe we do just go more aggressive and just get both energy. It's just like a 1 energy difference as well, so it's like not a huge deal, obviously, but. Oh, I was thinking about going with the Greninja. There's an Ultra Ball in hand. Okay, but yeah, we don't want to put Greninja. Greninja's not that great in this matchup. Like, Greninja's like a Pokemon to get stuck, to be honest. The only thing you want to play in this matchup is a Chen-Pao and a Baxcalibur. That's literally it. And honestly, theoretically, just a Baxcalibur. I don't even know if you want the Chen-Pao, to be honest, if you can avoid it. You maybe just want... I think you maybe just want Baxcalibur. If you go turn 3 Candy Baxcalibur attack, the Chen-Pao like burns energy. So the problem with the Chen-Pao is like if you have to use like if Misfortune Scissors hits like a superior 2, you can be in trouble. But all right, first 2 prize cards go to Ricardo. This is an aggressive start. This is exactly what you want. Looks like Marco already has the Candy Pidgeot. Then where does Marco go from there? Just have the Luxurious Cape. Oh, you can Luxurious Cape your Mimikyu here to slow down the game, right? That has to be the play. Because then the Bax attack only doesn't KO you. That's supposed for a Lax. Yeah, I just don't know where you go from it. You do eventually get to the point where... Oh, the threat of the Radiant Charizard makes things interesting, though, to be honest. Yeah. Gus Bax Fang Snipe would be pretty epic. Right now? That sounds like way too risky. Like, what if it just retreats and knocks you out? No, he like guaranteed. You just need. Yeah, there's no shot. Well, for the current situation, for what Ricardo has in hand, it would be pretty good. But there's no way that's what. There's no way that's what Marco goes for here. Yeah, actually, Radzard makes things interesting in this matchup, to be honest. Was it an aggressive Sydney here? What are you hoping to hit with this Sydney, though? Just stops? Or is it just a prize check? Or Erica's invitation aggressively. Okay. There is an Iron Hands in the hand. Honestly, forcing up Iron Hands and then sending up Mimikyu here. There's the hands. Oh, it's a Luminion. I thought it was an Iron Hands. Okay, that's not great. Luminion just goes back to the deck. I thought it was an Iron Hands. Dude, I can't see cards apparently, man. Gotta catch her on the backs. Push up the Snorlax. So you can hit for 90. You're still getting 2 KO'd though. Needs to buy some time. Optic Super Rod. It just has to be superior, recover energy, attack. Auto's in the tank though. I don't know if there's anything prized. You could theoretically hold on to the heavy ball to go like, so before you draw prize cards, you could go heavy ball to get a basic Pokemon out of your prize cards, discard it, and then super out it back to the deck. So we might see Ricardo actually try and save the heavy ball if there is something prized. If there's nothing prized, you probably don't need to save it. And actually, because of the, it's actually interesting because of the, I kind of want to see the Ultra Ball get kept just in case of Ultra Ball Super Rod combo. Yeah, I kind of want to see that Ultra Ball get kept there, to be honest. Now there's no way for Ricardo to discard cards out of the hand and then super rod them back to the deck, which I don't like. Yeah, I don't like that. What else was I saying though? I was saying something else. That combo. Oh yeah, the Threat of the Radiant Charizard happens eventually, so you kind of need to keep the Rare Candy around, so you can actually set up another Baxcalibur. You'll need to set up another Baxcalibur actually. Oh, here we go with an aggressive Sisters. There's another Ultra Ball gone. And a Nest Ball. So yeah, the Radzard is like the threat here. I think Marco bleeds this prize and tries to kill Bax next turn. Yeah, we're already close, right? There's an aggressive Palpad though. Yeah, because could have pennied there and just chose not to, right? And like try to set up more with the Rotom. So that means Marco's pretty content with like the hand right now then. I hope Marco didn't think he was surviving a turn. The Radzard is in the hand. There's a Rhodey. Doesn't have a fire energy yet, but of course it does have... Okay, there's the knockout. What was the top deck there? I can't tell what's in the hand. Yeah, the Radzard play is available here. I feel like Ricardo maybe should have, to play around the Radzard, Ricardo should have like put a water energy on the bench Chen-Pao, right? And Marco's going for it. Can we get it this turn? I don't know if Marco can get it this turn. I think Marco has to wait one more turn. And how familiar is Ricardo with this matchup is a question, right? Oh wait, actually no, we can get it this turn. Yeah, it's dead. Oh man. This is huge. I don't know how familiar Ricardo is with this matchup. Like, does Ricardo know that that we have to play around this? Because playing around this thing sucks. No! Wait, did he just grab another fire? Wait, is that correct? Or do we need to get base in there? Maybe I'm trolling. Oh, we had a base in, thank goodness. I thought we were going for the double turbo play. That is enough though. 2 fire does get the knockout here. There's a knockout. Honestly, Marco might just be able to win the prize trade at this point with just chaining Radzards. Is Ricardo's hand just dead? Dude, this matchup is annoying. Do you have to like bench? When do you bench the second fridge? I guess this was the turn to bench the second fridge, right? But then Marco can just go like Snorlax trap the fridge. The Radzard actually makes this matchup pretty interesting, to be honest. Does Marco play a way to reset the Radzard or no? There's like no switch, right? Does Marco play a switch? There's a double turbo grab. Getting Penny plus Ultra Ball. Oh, yeah. Penny Ultra Ball. Put the fire back in the discard pile. Or the switch card. That works. The game's over, bro. Put the double turbo there so we can hard retreat next turn. Hard retreat and then Penny. Oh, hard retreat Penny works as well. Dude, this is crazy. This is crazy. Dead. Yo, appreciate the super chat there. Zion Masters, how do you feel about the one prize ancient box? It seems okay. It doesn't seem great though. I'm not gonna lie. All right, I think we go to game 2 here. Ricardo needs to readjust how to play the matchup. Pass. Here we go. Retreat. Don't forget to basin. Oof. Penny. Knockout. Too clean, man. All right, Ricardo needs to readjust how to play the matchup. Dude, honestly, I have no idea how to approach this then. Like, but if you put too many Pokemon in play, if you put the Greninja in play, if you put the second Frigibax in play, then Marco doesn't have to go into the Radiant Charizard, and then you can just go into Snorlax trapping stuff instead. Yeah. That's tough. That's tough. And Ricardo had a really clean start as well. Ricardo had like a really clean start. Super clean 12 minutes. Yeah, and 1 in 12 minutes as well. Marco's got plenty of time. If it becomes like a long game, or no, if we have like a longer game, if one of these games is longer, like if game 3 is longer, like if Ricardo wins game 2 here, and Marco and the game 2 is longer here, or game 3 is longer for Marco, Marco has time to win a long game now too. Yeah, they can finish the full set. All right, the Frigibax start is good for Ricardo. Does have the same play. Ricardo has the exact same lineup here. Now, maybe Ricardo... So if Ricardo had been able to KO the Charizard, that would have been nice. But then you have the Clara come back, would have been fine. So I think Ricardo just needs to set up 2 Baxcaliburs and a Chen-Pao. I think you're safe, right? 2 Baxcaliburs and a Chen-Pao. But even then, you could get like KO'd into Clara, into like Iono KO, and that'd be annoying. Goes for the Greninja aggressively. Okay, I don't like that. I do not like the Greninja. I think Greninja's actually really, really bad in this matchup. I think like you can't win the game. Like you don't do enough damage. Greninja doesn't do enough damage. You run out of energy before you actually win the game, I think. I don't like the Greninja. I don't know, maybe you can build up. Nah, I don't think this is gonna go well. I think Ricardo could have just done the exact same thing. I don't mind the second Frigibax there, but we could have just got a Chen-Pao. And then I guess maybe Ricardo's trying to avoid having to retreat to Chen-Pao to get the energy out of the deck. That could be it, I guess. You can KO Mimikyu and Pidgey turn 2. Yeah, but Marco's not gonna give that. Marco's not gonna give him that play though. You can't kill the Pidgey, right? Because you just. Oh no. All right, we might be quickly going to game 3. That's a really good hit. Candy, Super Rod, and Escape Rope. But is it? It's pass. Oh no, it isn't. There's a nest ball. It looked like pass because Marco put his hand out like that, but then it skipped ahead to where we actually are. Well, if he doesn't, that means there's no Pidgey on board. Well, he's gonna put it down with a bravery charm, right? That's the play, right? You put down the Pidgey with the bravery charm. You tank the hit and then you evolve. Pidgey charm combo, but that was just used a Misfortune Sister. So maybe Marco just prays for the no play. But the other thing as well is like with Ricardo's play, you don't have to get Greninja this turn. You could get Greninja next turn and do the Greninja play. But if we retreat to cheat, because also Marco Ricardo doesn't have the energy to retreat and Greninja anyways, because we didn't put Chen-Pao in play. I feel like Ricardo still should have just got Chen-Pao to find energy and stuff. And then on this next turn, we don't actually need double Frigibax. If we're set on doing the Greninja threat, sure, but then that other Frigibax probably should have been a Chen-Pao. We should have retreated to Chen-Pao and used Chen-Pao. So we can actually, I don't even think we'll be able to Greninja next turn even if we want to. And Marco does take it, well, we'll see. Marco could bench the Pidgey here. Y'all were saying it was in the hand. If you bench the Pidgey, the Greninja comes through. Do we just draw for turn? No, you can't do that. Yeah, Marco, yeah, see, Marco's just gonna wait for the bravery charm. Yeah, see, Marco's just gonna wait. Okay, can Ricardo get to the knockout or the Greninja play here? Actually, you don't have to Greninja here, but putting some damage on the Rotom doesn't seem bad. All right. There is candy backs. Is short a water from an attack, so it would have to involve Disappear, I think. Azul Ancient Box. Is Ancient Box strong? No, I think the deck's weak. I assume that means there's a candy in the hand. I didn't see the candy, but I assume there is if we're going... Yeah, there's a candy. Okay. Probably just get rid of the Pokéstop. I guess an energy is always going to be fine as well. You don't really want to use Pokéstop too aggressively in this matchup. Yeah, I like the Pokéstop discard there. Rope KO Rotom would be interesting. The rope got milled. The rope got milled by the by the Misfortune Sisters. Yeah, that Misfortune Sisters were super good. Candy, rope, and a super rod. The rope kill would have been good though. I agree. I think that probably would have been the play. Just take away the draw power as soon as possible. Not sure how I feel about this from Ricardo. Could have just attacked with the Baxcalibur. We are getting the KO, but it's a big investment. It's a big investment to get there. We get the KO. We do build up damage on the Rotom, so now we can like Greninja 2 more times and KO the Rotom. But I don't know. Punching with Bax is also interesting. Here comes the Pidgey, but is there the Bravery Charm for it is the question. Does Marco have the Bravery Charm? There's a Force Seal Stone. And we definitely need to go get a Bravery Charm now. Or actually, you don't need a Bravery Charm here for Marco. You could just put a Snorlax in the active and catch her up to Frigibax, right? Instead, you could just do that. All right, Arvin. Second Pidgey. So it was afraid of Boss even. We're going to Bravery Charm one of these Pidgeys. Can Ricardo ever Greninja snipe the... Greninja snipe KO the Pidgeot? There's a counter catcher. So Marco's play... I don't think Marco ever thinks that Ricardo plays 2... Yeah, I don't think Marco ever thinks Ricardo plays 2 Escape Rope, right? No. Does Marco ever think that... I guess you just play around the boss, right? You just plays around the boss potential on the Pidgey. I don't know, is it that important? Like, yeah, I guess, right? If we lose our Pidgey, we need to set up Pidgeot, right? We do everything we can to set up Pidgeot. That makes sense. I mean, so for Ricardo here, I think you should just attack with Baxcalibur, right? Like you just Baxcalibur knockout and go from there. Maybe you to play around. You're not gonna get if you KO the Rotom. I mean, if you honestly, if you KO the Rotom here, you could get Radiant Charizard. Radiant Charizard could punch you next turn, so I think you should go like Irida Candy Bax Punch. I kind of like that. Irida Candy Bax Punch. But then getting like Iono sucks. Well, no, it doesn't suck that much though, right? No, it'd be fine. We'll see if Ricardo commits to it. I mean, Iono, Candy Pidgeot, Iono, Radiant Zard KO is like pretty unlikely. Oh no, a second back's prized? I didn't think I saw it. Uh-oh. Second backs does seem to be prized. That is not good. I assume that's what Ricardo was going for here was candy backs, but also is third candy prized? Third candy might also be prized. Uh-oh. That could be a while before we get out another Baxcalibur now. Yeah, you FKO the Rotom then? I mean, I don't think you ever didn't not KO. You were always KOing Rotom here, I think. Yeah, you didn't ever not KO the Rotom here. Well, I guess you could have gone like Retreat to Greninja, Greninja KO the Pidgey without the Bravery Charm and put 90 more on the Rotom, and then Greninja again next turn. But then is the Rotom just going to get like picked up? I don't know, it seems like it might just get picked up, to be honest. Oh, the Iron Hands though? Oh, wait a second, that third prize card. I didn't even think about that. I didn't think about Iron Hands being played here, being utilized here. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that. I kind of like it though. KO both Pidgeys and go for hands to Rhodey. You can't KO both Pidgeys here. Oh, I think we're short on some cards here for Ricardo to actually pull off the retreat and the attack. But no, you don't want two lightning, do you? Oh, I guess it's fine, right? Because you're gonna discard one of the lightnings back to the deck. What is that? Is that the other? Is that fridge? A fridge? Oh no, that's the other back. The candy was prized, maybe. But no, if we're attacking with hands, though, getting out another Baxcalibur doesn't matter that much. The only way getting another Baxcalibur matters that much is if we attack with the Baxcalibur itself. Otherwise, we probably don't care too much, to be honest. All right, only 2 prize cards left here for Ricardo. Also, it's like a boss away from winning by bossing up Pidgey and then KOing it with the hands, to be honest. So does Ricardo just actually eventually win with the boss play if Marco can't get the Pidgey out of play? Honestly, this seems tough for Marco from here. We'll see. Oh, wait, we have the Radzard knockout, though. Hold up. Radzard plus Iono here is kind of crazy, right? Yeah, because... Oh, that actually is one reason maybe you didn't want to go down to 2 prize cards right now. Oh, wait. What if Marco has Counter Catcher KO backs? Oh, wait. Is that what Marco has? Maybe. Doesn't have the Counter Catcher yet. Would you Counter Catcher, though? You'd probably Counter Catcher KO backs here if you get it, right? KO in the hands is good. I don't know if I'm betting on Ricardo having the boss. I don't see a Counter Catcher there, so no choice there for Marco. Marco is just gonna have to go with KO active here. Yeah, you're always KOing active here if you don't get it. Here we go, knockout. This might be over, to be honest. This one actually just might be over off that. Ricardo needs some energy. That's pretty good. You can find a dead Pokemon plus a superior. I think you get dead Pokemon plus superior. There's still that Frigibax hanging out on the bench, though, that can't evolve. But there is the boss left for Ricardo. Oh, Vessel works too here, though. You can go Luminian Vessel, actually. Oh, goes to the Chen-Pao. I kind of like Luminian a little bit better to get near to next turn, right? I guess a Luminian could get Invitation, but then you just attack with it, put it back to the deck. All right, there's the energy. I still think I actually... It's looking good. Yeah, guys, Pidgey has Charm, Pidgey has Charm. 90 to the Pidgey. Okay, what can Marco do here? Clara, attack with Zard again, is an option, but then you lose to Superior. Marco has Superior, but of course you don't know that. Counter Catcher. What about Clara? If there's a possibility for Clara Counter Catcher KO backs, that seems really good. Oh, maybe just goes in with Luxray. That could be cool too. Defiance Band. What do you say? The Luxray seems pretty good here too. No Iono though, but it's still a small hand from Ricardo, so it's still a good play here, it seems like. Ain is going to counter catcher the Fridge, I assume. Defiance Vest, counter catcher. You always go after the Fridge, right? I assume. So then Ricardo... Oh, but Ricardo could have gotten Luminian there and then had Luminian to find Irida. But that would have changed Marco's play. Marco's play would have changed for sure. If Marco knew that... Oh, we're going to go after the Baxcalibur. Okay. I guess we're not too afraid of the Baxcalibur punching us. There we go. Does have the Chen-Pao, though. Like, top deck Irida here for Ricardo just, like, wins the game, right? What's the draw? Yeah, if Ricardo did have a Luminian in hand, the play would have changed there from Marco. Plays the Nest Ball. Gets the Bidoof? Okay, that's fine, though, because you do have a boss left. So the Bidoof is definitely fine here. Because it can't really get trapped to lose the game because you have a boss left in the deck. Marco could go kill it, though. Yeah, Marco could go, like, what? Penny, counter catcher, kill the Bidoof? That's pretty good. With the... Kill it with the Pidgeot? He's alright. You could just attack with... Well, you don't know the new card in Marco's... Or, you don't know the new card in Ricardo's hand. Also, Misfortune Sisters is definitely going to put on a lot of pressure as well. Because Misfortune Sisters to try and mill... Misfortune Sisters to try and mill... with Superiors, Super Rod... Superiors and Super Rod are the big ones, right? Was that last Superior? No, I think there's one or two more. I wonder if that's what Marco's going for. Is just trying to hit the Superior as soon as possible. No Sisters. Goes for the Peonia. Could quick search for the Sisters, though? Did not go for the Sisters. What was that card grabbed? Was that Sydney? Penny. I'll get the Pidgey out of play. Okay. And then take another look. All right, top deck. Was it Luminian? Oh, no. Wait, was it? It was Luminian. But do you just wait a turn as Ricardo? Luminian could get Irida. I think you just wait a turn as Ricardo. I think you wait a turn. What would you get off the Luminian? You can't get anything off Luminian that wins you the game, right? You need like one more turn. If he has energy in his deck to chill out, he wins? How? That's not enough cards, right? Here, just for superior +2 from deck is 4. No. Ricardo's Ricardo's one card short here. Yeah, Ricardo's one card short here. Ricardo needs to wait to top deck a card to combo with the Luminian. Is there superior even in the deck as well? I think so. I think I saw it in there. And there's plenty of water in there as well. So Ricardo just needs to pass for a turn. Top deck dead card. Wait, does that even kill the... Oh wait, no, that doesn't even kill the Luxray. Oh no, but there's the energy on the Greninja on the bench. That's still 5. Just don't... Yeah, it just has to not get sistered. I wonder if the way Ricardo played out this turn is going to change what Marco does here. Oh wait, we could KO backs here from Marco. Oh, you definitely KO backs, right? Or no, maybe not. What about KO backs with Radzard? Is that too risky? But I feel like that's just as risky. Like, I feel like anything... If Ricardo draws out of this, you lose to anything, right? I guess you just win here with Misfortune Sisters, though, if you get the last superior, though, right? So maybe this is the correct play. I guess if Marco, if you hit with the Misfortune Sisters, you win. But KO back seems pretty good. KO back seems pretty good here, though. Because like that's that much more that Ricardo needs, right? Okay, Ricardo does have... Oh my gosh. Now it's game. It is game. As long as Ricardo sees it, the game is over. Ricardo's just being safe, though. Draw with the B-Barrel first. This is definitely how you want to approach this. Don't want to freaking throw. It found the Super Rod as well, because it could put a ton of energy back in the deck. But yeah, has it with this. All right. Game 3 coming up. Yeah, Ricardo switched up their approach. Went more aggressive. Got the double back set up. Went for the early Greninja. That's why I don't think he went for the Iono. Because he just wins with Misfortune Sisters. I still feel like KO in the active made the most sense, to be honest. I don't know. Don't forget to Shivery Chill. All right, game 3. But they were 2 fast games. Marco's got 45 minutes to potentially win like a long like control, like a stall win. So like plenty of time for Marco to win like a stall win here. Second backs was in discard, so KO active would have been so tough to respond to for Ricardo. Yeah, I feel like Marco's best play was definitely Marco should have put Ricardo on the back foot a little bit more by going for the KO. With the Radiance Art that turn, and then next turn reach for the Misfortune Sisters maybe, or do something else, who knows. But like I think you should have just gone for, like, the candy just felt like you do just win if you get the superior off the, you do just win if you hit the superior. Actually, you don't even just win though because of the Super Rod, to be honest. You don't actually even just guarantee to win even if you hit the superior off the thing. I think Marco should have gone for the Radzard KO, even though you don't just win immediately. Like Ricardo hitting everything next turn is pretty unlikely, but for Ricardo top taking the B barrel though, I think it was possible for sure. But yeah. Yeah, and the second backs was in the discard pile, which ups it by a lot more, right? So yeah, I think Marco should have gone with the Radzard knock, but any reason as to why he plays 3 lightning? He plays 2 lightning. It's just to not prize it. Is that a penalty? No, it's not a penalty. Nothing was like established or anything. Technically, Ricardo should have lunged for Irida that turn to increase his odds right before, because Irida is in a draw off of Bib. I mean, he had a guarantee no matter what, Michael. Like you actually didn't even need the B barrel there. He just needed to Luminium for Irida or whatever. You just need to go, yeah. Luminium for Irida won the game out of hand. We didn't even need to use Bib. But yeah, so I guess actually technically not then, I guess, because you maximize options by using Bib first. But yeah. All right, Marco is going first in this one. Gonna look for that turn 2 Pidgeot. And for Ricardo is playable. Doesn't have any like liabilities in hand. No Bidoofs getting stuck early. And then also has what else is in the hand there? Has to go for Greninja for draw power though. Oh, was the Super Rod unnecessary? Yeah, the Super Rod wasn't needed. There was three waters in the deck. If Greninja's prize here, it's gonna be a really slow start for Ricardo. Yeah, do I lean over as if it's gonna make a difference for me to see his hand? I mean, I lean in a little bit so I can see a little bit better, but that's ball for Pidgey into Rhodey for 3. Ricardo can't do anything aggressive here. Here comes the VIP pass. Really only needs to get Greninja and Frigibax here. Doesn't really need to get anything else, to be honest. I guess there is like a potential threat of Switch Cart, Candy, Pidgeot, Boss, KO, Frigibax, but I don't know if you play around that. You could just like hold the nest balls. And then you're looking for probably Chen-Pao. You could retreat to Chen-Pao. I guess you could be aggressive with like... Oh, is Greninja prized? Oh, no. Well, now I feel like maybe Ricardo should be more aggressive here and like try and thin out for a good top deck. Like you could go get Chen-Pao, retreat to Chen-Pao, thin out 2 energy, play Vessel, thin out 2 energy. I guess you could still do that here, of course. But I don't really like... I don't like the immediate second Frigibax bench, to be honest, from Ricardo. Maybe I don't hate it. I guess you do want to try and develop the second back Excalibur pretty soon, to be honest, because you never know when the Charizard is just going to come out and pop you. Yeah, it looks like Ricardo is going to do the Chen-Pao thing. Thin out the deck as much as possible. Hope for a good top deck. Yeah, Greninja being prized here is unfortunate. That's pretty rough. Not great. So no draw power. You can't put B-Barrel in play this early. B-Barrel can only come in play in the late game. You can't put it in play early game. Fang Snipe had to go crazy. Honestly, yeah, Fang Snipe would be really, really good here, right? Like your opponent drew pretty slowly there. You know, you actually even know like half or over half their hand is energy. Yep. And Marco's just gonna go all in for it. Not all in, but it's gonna go in for it for sure. This is actually gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt a lot. We have Candy Pidgey as well. Oh, just going in. Oh no. Is it just energy and a nest ball now? Oh! Oh no! Dude, what a top deck! Holy shit. Dude, that was the top deck, bro. Could like, oh my gosh, that is, and there's no Pidgey established yet. There's no Pidgeot established. That's a crazy one. I mean, the hand isn't that good for Ricardo here though, to be honest. So like, if there's a lot of energy that's gonna get burned on this attack, like counter catcher. It's not that bad though. Like yeah, and we could get the Greninja off the prize cards for some draw power. Oh, it was Greninja in the water? Okay, can Marco stabilize from here now? Do we have the Candy Pidgeot? Did we already draw for turn? Can I catch your backs? Looking at the Ultra Ball. For the Sydney. And the Mawile. What is this even going to get? A Rotom. I guess Rotom, or are we going back into... Oh, no. Second Pidgey. Oh, but the Greninja was found from Ricardo. Ricardo can snipe double Pidgey. No. But not right now. The hand doesn't allow for it currently. Is this correct for Marco to bring up the Frigibax? Or the Excalibur? Why not bring up the Frigibax? Oh, I guess then because the Frigibax could then... No, what? No, bro. What? Oh, we're back. It's not over. It's not over. It's not over. 2 prize cards left for Ricardo. A pass. No Pidgeot. The Pidgeys did die. The Pidgeys died, but then Marco stabilized by KO going counter catch or what? Counter catch or something, KO back Excalibur. It's not looking good for Marco. There's the boss. But do you have a way to KO? Oh, we have the KO. Could Ricardo have attached to a Chen-Pao last turn and just didn't to play around this? That's the question, right? Could Ricardo have actually played around that by attaching to Chen-Pao so he could actually KO this turn? Was there, if there was energy in the deck with Shivery Chill? Vessel, I mean, that does become... Is there energy in the deck? Or maybe there's only lightning. Okay, that becomes concealed cards, though. Ricardo needs to find a Frigibax. So there was no water. There was no water. Ricardo needs to find Frigibax. Frigibax and a water attached to the active would still be good to threaten a Chen-Pao attack next turn, for sure. I guess you could attach... So you want to find like a... Superior, I guess? Ultra, oh, there's B-Barrel and an Ultra Ball and a Bidoof. But I'm probably not benching second Bidoof here. Is there a Frigibax in the deck now is the question. Oh, dude, Thick Fridge is still online. And the Escape Rope's in hand here for Ricardo. A lot of energy down, but how many Superiors are left is the real question. I think two. I think I saw two, at least 2 Superior in there. Bro for 3. Not great. Gotta be a pass here from Ricardo. What does Marco got? Marco reset and KO that Frigibax again. I feel like that's the play here if it's possible, right? I see a penny. I mean, you probably get the Zard out of there at the very least as Marco, right? Penny up your Zard, push up Snorlax, maybe even counter catch your B-Barrel. You could Pokestop. Would you want to Pokegear before you Pokestop? Marco decides no. Counter catcher? Nope. Heavy Ball and Nest Ball are still things though. Yeah, Marco actually had, was it 2 Pokegears or 1 Pokegear in the hand? Just 1. I assume was looking for that counter catcher there, probably to trap something this turn and like hide the Zard. I assume we'll still see Marco hide the Zard here, just push up Snorlax. Well, going back in with Pokegear, so I was looking for a different supporter. Maybe the Sisters? Alright. I mean, Sisters would win the game here, potentially on like Rare Candy hits or Superior hits. There's not that many cards left in deck as well, and Ricardo has none of them in hand. Mimikyu off the prizes. Penny into Mimikyu would be something as well here. That would force more energy out of Ricardo to actually be able to attack. Or is it just going to be the Sisters? I don't know how important it is to preserve this Charizard or not. Marco's even thinking about the Arven there. Could bring up the B-Barrel. I mean, could you just bring up B-Barrel a couple times and win that way? Or like twice now? Like, counter catch your B-Barrel, counter catch your B-Barrel? Escape Rope is in Ricardo's hand here. I wonder if Ricardo should have benched the other Bidoof last turn, just so could have had access to double B-Barrel this turn, because if the boss is still in the deck, Ricardo could have won this turn with going like Escape Rope, Boss KO, Rotom. But I don't know if Ricardo has the second B-Barrel in the deck. I don't remember. Or did we Ultra Ball it away? If we went to go get counter catcher here, I assume we're counter catcher in the B-Barrel. And then pass. Or I guess Rotom for 3. Okay. You're to top deck? That's got to be a good one. Well, we can retreat the active right now because it's a freaking Charizard. It's not a Snorlax. So we just save the Escape Rope for the win then. So we're not... Ricardo needs Superior and Candy back Excalibur. You could Pokestop first here to try and hit a piece. Also, there, I mean, I guess there could be 2 back Excalibur in the discard pile here. I don't know. Superior and hit with Greninja. That works, right? No. The Bravery Charm keeps it out of range. You have to go with Chen-Pao here. The Pokestop. I don't know how big of a discard or... Oh, that's pretty good. That's good. That's pretty good. And now you can Irida for the superior instead. You're definitely getting at least one Baxcalibur here. Are you afraid of like Clara? The only other thing I can think of that Marco could have would be, but if you just like load up one extra energy on your Chen-Pao, you could respond to the Charizard return on your Baxcalibur. So you just don't have to, yeah. So Ricardo just needs to leave one energy on the Chen-Pao here. Is it worth Greninja the Snorlax? Well, no, you don't KO the Charizard. You have to, if you want to KO Charizard, you have to KO the Charizard. So Ricardo's playing around Clara Switch Cart Counter Catcher. Okay. I'm not sure that's worth playing around or not, to be honest. Well, we currently don't have the play actually here fully from Ricardo, actually. I guess you could get the other Baxcalibur in play and they have to find the superior, I guess. Thinking about actually grabbing the superior? Oh, wait, does Ricardo have enough energy to win, actually? I think Ricardo would need to get 2 energy back with that Super Rod. There's another Super Rod in the deck, though, so you could hit that to recover energy. So off this Irida... Yeah, I don't know. Ricardo playing around... what did Ricardo play around? Ricardo playing around Clara Switch Cart Counter Catcher seems weird. And this seems correct to get off the Irida for sure. And then you can Ultra Ball for the Frigibax. Yeah, Ricardo's like playing around the possibility of the thing dying again, of the Baxcalibur dying again. But I don't know if that's like, yeah, it would have to be Clara Switch Cart Counter Catcher. But you could just, but Ricardo could just leave 1 extra energy in play if we find the superior here. And then you should be good to go. I guess like it also plays around if you whiff this turn. I guess Ricardo doesn't have to attack this turn either, technically. Doesn't have to go for it this turn. I don't even know if Ricardo can go for it this turn. You could draw 1 card off B-Barrel. I don't know if you want to play the escape rope here either as Ricardo. You could just pass and then use Pokéstop next turn, I guess. Can KO with Lum. You can't KO with Lum. No, I don't think the KO with Lum is possible. There's the escape rope. Because you would need more than a superior. Right, there's a Chen-Pao send up. Well, now if you're playing the escape rope like Ricardo just did, then you definitely need no superior. If you're doing this play, then you definitely need the backup Baxcalibur. Because now, if you KO the active, then Marco could go counter catcher KO Baxcalibur. But honestly, Marco can maybe win with just Gus Baxcalibur or Gus B-Barrel again. No, you won't win. But I think that's the play here for Marco is Gus B-Barrel. Gus B-Barrel, Leaf Snorlax on the active. Then you only lose to Ricardo's boss. You literally do just lose to Sisters. Yeah, Sisters does seem pretty good here. I think I see it in hand as well. Was there only 5 cards left in the deck? Was it like guaranteed? Okay, not quite. It is possible to whiff here. Not the superior though. So Ricardo could, but superior boss isn't enough now to KO the Rotom. I think it actually might be game. I think we needed the Super Rod there from Ricardo. I don't think Ricardo has enough energy to actually win the game now. If the B-Barrel is counter catchered this turn. Otherwise, Ricardo could have superior plus boss. I don't know where the boss is though. Any counter catcher is GG. Yeah, but we just played Misfortune Sisters. All right, Ultra Ball first. Is there boss? Or superior? No boss. You can knock out the active, and then if the boss is in the discard pile, it's game. But if the boss is prized, you could pull the boss, and if Marco doesn't have counter catcher, you could then boss Charizard next turn and KO it, right? Went for draw with B-Barrel instead of using the Pokéstop. Could have used... Why didn't we use Pokéstop first? We should have used Pokéstop first, right? I guess you give the Pokéstop to Marco. Well, there's a concede. Alright. Oh, there's also this... Oh, Dalton also plays the Spear Tomb. That's actually a big deal as well. The Spear Tomb is like to slow down the Rotom. That's also going to be a big deal. I wonder how many switch cards Dalton plays. Missed pass from control. Oh, wait. Control went first? Oh, no. Not the pass. Double vacuum as well to get rid of the tool cards. All right, all right. Wait, did Dalton just Vessel for 0 energy? Yo, good guy Marco, bro. Dalton just spaced out there. Has he access to the ear to next turn for the switch? Yeah, honestly, Mimikyu seems so difficult to deal. How do you deal with Mimikyu, man? It feels like impossible. I don't even know if that should have been grabbed there. We don't want that as a Pokemon, right? That seems bad to have in play. Maybe I'm trolling, but I guess you just kind of need basics to swing with Palkia, maybe? I don't know. Oh, there's already an escape rope in hand as well here. Oh, also hasn't played a supporter. The Irida could still be played this turn. I was thinking about waiting with it, but I guess you could just play it. Find Heavy Ball? No, he already played Vessel. But did he check? I don't know. It's checked now. Okay, maybe another Vessel. I was going for the VIP, so just gonna load the bench here. Yeah, what is even the play from Marco here? You do need to like get through your deck. Marco does need to get through the deck at some point. You just want to get Mimikyu. Mimikyu. I mean, yeah, Mimikyu seems just like broken in this matchup. I assume that's gonna be like the go-to here. There's also the threat of the Pidgey dying, but you still need to set up Pidgey, right? Yeah, you still need to set up Pidgey, I assume, at some point, and then trap Greninja or just like push the thing in the active install with the Mimi. Let's have Arwen, so it could go Nest Ball plus Bravery Charm this turn. But Escape Rope or Double Cross Switcher would be brutal on your Pidgey. I feel like you have to set up Pidgey, right? There's no way you can't not set up Pidgey. New Peer, what's the strategy with the Palkia deck? Palkia is like a decent attacker and has a good ability for energy acceleration. Oh, I didn't do the prediction. And I'll do the prediction real fast. I know we're already into the first game, but uh-oh. Alright. Yeah, so I'm curious to see the play here. From Marco. Do you ever just go into Luxray? Would that ever be the play? Just to go into Luxray immediately? That doesn't seem very good, but no access to Rotom draw power. Because you have to set up the Pidgeot. I mean, maybe it is just bench Pidgey, right? With the Bravery Charm. I don't know if there's anything else to get here for Marco this turn. Is it literally just Pidgey Bravery Charm pass? To stop the Greninja snipe? So show me other ways you die. You die to Escape Rope unless you don't bench another Pokemon. Unless you bench another Pokemon. You die to Double Cross Switcher. That's also a play here. The timer's behind chat right now. For some reason they put the timer over there sometimes. What the force is? The bait. There's the Bravery Charm. Nest Ball. We need another basic here though. The Escape Rope is just gonna KO the Pidgey. We're protected from the Greninja play. Okay. Oh, we might even have the Luxray play here for Marco. Can we get into the active as well? Or maybe the Luxray just being put down to like stop the potential of the... You can't cross-switch if your opponent only has one Pokemon? Yeah, but Marco's... I'm talking about cross-switching up the Pidgey if the Pidgey gets benched. In which case, there's a Pokemon on the bench. But if they don't... If you don't bench anything, you just lose the switch. So, I don't think Marco's going to make that play. It is going to be the pass. So, the Greninja play actually does work here to KO the Pidgey. And you can also put up some damage on the Luxray to get set up for that too, a KO. Or... Dalton could try and get double cross-switcher as well. Immediate escape rope. Luxray Center. I feel like you go with the Greninja play here as Dalton, right? Don't you? Greninja KO Pidgey just sounds too good. Does have Vacuum plus the Ice Rider though. He has the Cologne for Mimi. Oh, the Cologne is actually huge. That's like the only way to deal with that thing aggressively. So Dalton's gonna go KO this thing with Ice Rider. Is that better than KO Pidgey? I feel like that's not better than KO Pidgey. I feel like pushing up Greninja there and going KO Pidgey. And then, honestly, 90 on the Snorlax doesn't even sound bad, but you probably put on the Luxray. Yeah, KO Pidgey, 90 on Snorlax seems good. Or 90 on Luxray, excuse me. Isn't Ice Rider just like a Pokemon that can get stuck in the active? Because you have to like discard energy every time to attack with it? I don't know, I don't love the idea of that. Does Marco play the Defiance Band? Can Marco KO a Palkia at the end of the game with the Charizard? I don't know if I've seen the Defiance Band yet. Is Dalton gonna play another escape rope here? Or is it maybe just thinking out of the deck? Dalton's like, ah, shoot, let me send something else here. About Palkia plus Ultra Ball? That would lead to the Ice Rider attack here. Does Dalton have Vac? Otherwise it's not a KO, right? I think Dalton does have the Vacuum in the hand, yeah. I think there's the Vacuum in the hand. An Ultra Ball and a Vacuum being played out of the hand is a lot. Not playing the Ultra Ball, just grabbing it. Let's see here. I don't know. Ice Rider KO just doesn't seem that good. Ice Rider KO just does not seem that good. I feel like the Greninja KO, the Pidgey play is way better here. And then you could have even held the Irida to just like search out whatever you needed on the following turn. I don't love this. We'll see how it goes though. A lot of energy committed. I feel like there had to have been like a worse card to grab there to vacuum away besides a Palkia V-Star. But there's a knockout. But I think Marco's okay with this. I think Marco likes this. This becomes Candy Pidgey now. Or Pidgeot. And then... because we had Spiritomb to stop Rotom and then we had the Candy Pidgeot? I don't know. So now Marco's game plan. So we do that and then Marco's plan is to what? Just trap Greninja, right? And it should be easy for us to do. Honestly, once the Greninja comes into play though, once the Greninja is forced into play the way it was, like how do you even beat... how does Marco even beat... or how does Dalton even beat like Snorlax trapping Greninja over and over? Can you beat that? Well, I guess the thing would be like without any draw power, Marco probably... like Dalton does play a lot of switches. So without any draw power, Marco would be able to just like... Marco wouldn't be able to keep gussing it in the active probably. In my head there for a second, I was like, how do we even like... how do you even beat just Snorlax bringing your Greninja up over and over again? But with no draw power, like Spiritomb plus KO'd Pidgey, you can't find anything to like... you'll break the loop probably eventually. Yeah, Dalton just used the V-Star power, yeah. Alright, there's a Pidgeot. There's a Candy. Penny is gone. Like you just grab... yeah, he's going, literally going to grab Mimikyu. No energy on the Greninja. But Dalton does have the I don't know what the card's called. Vacuum? Cancel clone. But you immediately go into the Mimikyu here? Counter catcher on the other Palkia. Okay, and then pushes up Snorlax. I mean, that seems pretty good too. Yeah, I mean, this game seems like it's over. I don't know how you win. I don't think you can win. Oh, hold on, we'll give him some time. He got some switch cards. It seems tough, but Bidoof comes down. Has a switch. Can switch into Palkia and do what? 160, 200? Ooh, the two. Did we do? Ooh, did Marco misplay by benching the Mimikyu there, actually? Obviously, maybe playing around the escape rope, though. Isn't Ninja always better to Gust? That's what I was wondering, too. It's like the same thing, though, right? I guess. Yeah, is the Greninja not always better to Gust? I agree with you there, yeah. I guess we need to bench a Mimikyu to play around escape rope, though, right? But why didn't we push... Why not just push Mimikyu there? I guess to play around the canceling Cologne? But the canceling Cologne can always happen, right? Search into the Iono. Yeah, because the canceling Cologne can always happen. Shouldn't we play around the canceling Cologne here as Marco? All right, now Bidoof's on the bench. So we can Gust the Bidoof at some point. What is this? This control build plays usually what? 3... Usually plays what? 3 counter catcher and a boss, right? No hits there. Is it just run to Mimikyu pass? We're not scared of escape rope? Honestly? Okay, I thought this was over. All right, I was probably trolling, though. Oh, it does have double cross switcher. That's not very good, though. There's a Melody, though. We can draw some cards here. I don't know where you put this energy. You can put this energy on the other Palkia, I guess. Oh, you can put it on the Ice Rider and then... You can put it on the Ice Rider and then punch the Pidgey with your active attack. With the first attack. You set it for the 2 KO on the Pidgeot. That's 2 prize cards. KO Mimikyu's 3 prize cards. All right, actually, I think Dalton might have this. I didn't love the idea of not KOing the Pidgey initially, but honestly, if we had KO'd the Pidgey initially, though, I don't see how we lose. But this also works. Maybe we're that scared of the Luxray taking away one of our switch cards. Maybe it's that scary. I could see that. I think you definitely want to be aggressive here as Dalton, though. I don't think you want to wait. Also, you like eventually, like you potentially run out of ways to, you run out of times to use cross switcher. Like eventually, you can't use cross switcher. All right, can get KO next turn. There is some switch cards left as well. If Marco plays Cheryl, this gets weird. Cheryl would be pretty good here. Cheryl and then retreat back to Mimikyu. Goes for the vest. That stops the Mimikyu. Oh no, the vest works on the Pidgeot as well, right? All right, that buys you a turn. You could vest for a turn and then Cheryl next turn, right? Oh no, wait. Well, Dalton plays plays 2 vacuum. I don't know. Well, maybe Marco doesn't know about the second vacuum because we've seen 1 vacuum, but Dalton plays 2. Oh, I guess it's the second vacuum in general here. Just gets through the vest, and then it's just canceling clone KO to win. We haven't seen a Cheryl, have we? Oh, the Cheryl's in the hand. Actually, I see it. The Cheryl's in the hand here, so probably we'll play it next turn. But this gives Dalton a turn to go KO the Pidgeot right now with a boss. There's a boss in hand. Well, but needs the vacuum as well. Excuse me. Can Irida for the canceling clone and KO the active? I mean, oh, there's not a boss in the active. I think it's a Raihan, actually. I mean, the other thing Dalton could do here is just get Ultra Ball and get B-Barrel set up and start drawing some... Oh, no, it doesn't work. Yo, wait a second. Dalton plays TM Devo. What if Dalton... Should Dalton have discarded an energy and hit harder to TM Devo the bird? Probably not. Actually, no, but just TM Devo in the bird at some point, even if it doesn't KO it, is actually going to be brutal. If Marco doesn't know about the TM Devo and doesn't play around it. All right, canceling clone knockout down to 2. Does win with boss vacuum here. I don't know if Vacuum? I don't know if Marco plays around. Marco knows about the Devo? Okay. I don't know if Marco knows about the second vacuum. That's what I'd be curious about. Does Marco know about second vacuum? He's just getting Clara to recover the Mimikyu. So Dalton can win this turn. Dalton can get boss vacuum or double cross switcher vacuum. I assume Marco just pushes up Mimikyu here. I can't imagine he would do anything. Well, I mean, it has to be. Yeah, it has to be pushing Mimikyu here, right? Marks comes down as well. Austin Chaos Snorlax is an option, but it's not a very good option. I couldn't see what that top deck was. Was it Escape Rope? The top deck was Escape Rope. But Escape Rope leads to Snorlax being pushed up. There's the TM Devo. Even just TM Devo in this turn seems good, to be honest, to take away the quick search. I mean, Marco might have a candy, who knows, but I don't hate the idea of that. But yeah, how bad would this have been for Marco if Marco just didn't have access to Pidgeot? It would have been worse for sure, right? Like, I'm trying to like still think about that first turn from Dalton, where Dalton chose to go with Knockout the Luxray instead. I'm trying to debate like what was better there still. I want to think about how we progress into like the next game here as Dalton. There's an Escape Rope. You could just play the Escape Rope here to get the KO on the Snorlax. I don't know if that makes any sense to do, though, to be honest. I mean, Rope to KO Snorlax is... You could attach to Greninja as well. You could Rope KO Snorlax and attach to Greninja, to be honest. Because then you could like start to threaten the Mimikyu, right? There's no reason to not threaten the Mimikyu. Yeah, honestly, I don't hate the Rope the more I think about it. Attach to Greninja, Rope. Yeah. Let's see if the Rope gets played or not. You play the Rope here, Snorlax has to be pushed. Well, it doesn't have to, I guess. Just gonna chill and draw one. Just gonna be the pass then. I kind of like the idea of the Escape Rope. Just draw the prize card because you're going for this Greninja play anyways here as Dalton to have the threat of the Greninja. Feels like you may as well have Escape Rope this turn and draw the extra prize card faster, so you threaten the win sooner. Actually, you can't threaten the Greninja attack next turn, but if you wait one more turn, if you wait another turn, what could change? The cape, you could have a cape for the Snorlax soon. Does Marco play Cheryl? Yeah. Oh, it's I guess this is like the play though. Marco calls. Ooh. This was the possibility though. Marco calls the... I don't want to say the word. Marco says, I don't think you play a second vacuum, or I don't think you have the second vacuum, and then pushes Pidgeot. You'll push the 5 months there, Fable. And now the Cheryl comes into play. This will force Cheryl at least. Yeah, but Marco's been waiting for a turn to use Cheryl. This is perfect for Marco. Marco's been waiting for a turn to use Cheryl. Yeah. This is perfect for Marco. Yeah, honestly, the more I think about it, I mean, I guess I don't know. I like the... Yeah, maybe we should have waited until we found vacuum, to be honest. Pass. No counter catcher? Well, I guess there's no threat this turn to Marco, to be honest. Yeah, there's no threat. If there was a threat, then I guess we would have to go counter catcher. But the Greninja can't attack yet, so... Is there one energy in hand? Then we need to find another energy to actually attack with the Greninja to potentially KO Mimikyu. Uh-oh. Dalton is starting to run out of resources here. Why attach to Palkia? So you can retreat it and then still attack with it later. We're going in with quick search here. There's the Zard. Quick search. What are we KOing here? Is it just a KO on the Greninja here? That would be the only thing that makes sense, right? Does this work? There's a knockout. But doesn't Dalton have like double cross switcher left? Dalton still has like a boss and double cross switcher left, I think. Oh, what if you go Penny Lax plus Mimikyu? I see. Well, couldn't B-Barrel be set up though? Couldn't you attach the B-Barrel 3 times if there's enough energy left? Also, might be able to punch the Pidgey twice, right? You might be able to punch the bird twice. Although I guess you could Cheryl it, right? You just need to Pal Pad back the Cheryl and then you'd be safe from that. Okay, I guess that does work. Mew. As Iono. That is disruptive. I guess it's possible Marco can't pull off the penny play now, though, right? Oh, no. You just need penny here. You just quick search for just penny, right? So it should be fine then. Is Dalton not going to draw B-Barrel here? That's one of the cross switchers. Yeah, you can always penny the Snorlax here, right? That's never a concern. There's the second vacuum. Yeah, honestly, that escape rope there from Dalton. Yeah, the escape rope, I guess, only made sense once you had guaranteed access to the vacuum. Devo? Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, Devo is actually still a possibility, right? You could Devo and then... oh, you could Devo into boss. You could Devo it and then boss it or double counter catcher it. That'd be pretty sick. But Marco, this turn has to pick up the Snorlax, right? You just go, you have to pick up Snorlax, push Mimikyu. I assume he's looking for, I guess that's what we're looking for here, right? Is the, and then you could actually quick search for rare candy to play around. So if this finds Penny, there's Penny, and then you could quick search for rare candy to play around Devo Gust. But what happens if you go Gust Devo? There's the Pal Pad. So then Dalton would have to, like, theoretically this could be a rare candy. Well, you know, well, I guess you don't know for sure that Marco got the Pal Pad, right? But could have got the Pal Pad. So you Pal Pad back Cheryl to stop Gust. But there's no candy in hand. There's no candy in hand, so Dalton could go Devo Gust. Devo this turn, Gust next turn, because there's no candy in Marco's hand. Dalton has to find the Devo, though. Okay. Devo? Oh. Could find... Or is it in the hand there? I mean, if you don't do it this turn, you eventually get locked out, right? So you have to do something this turn as Dalton. You either have to Gust punch and then find boss and punch. I like the Devo play more, to be honest. You could go like attach to B-Barrel plus Devo, ideally. So that way you have the everything can retreat and can't be like Gusted trapped. There's an Ultra Ball, so we can definitely draw some cards this turn. I mean, you know the Cheryl's back in the deck. So, well, actually, because you know the Cheryl's back in the deck, it has to be Devo, right? You know the Cheryl's back in the deck, so it has to be that you have to go for Devo here. I don't know what I was thinking. Dalton can Iono Devo and hope no candy, no? Yeah, unless he thinks that Marco quick search for one of the cards that he used. If you think Marco quick search for one of the cards he used and didn't hasn't prepped for the Devo. I mean, I guess that doesn't mean there's not a rare candy in the hand. It doesn't mean that, I guess. I would keep that water energy. Can something get stuck now? What's the other card in the hand? It's a cross switcher, or is it two cross switchers? No, his. Okay. Marco thought he drew 6. It's a pass. All right, so now you can just quick search for candy, right? And then you should be safe. Now quick search for candy. Well, I guess you could still go Iono, double cross switcher punch into boss punch, maybe. This is for 5. I don't even know if there's to hit anymore, to be honest. There's one cross switcher. Yep, there's a candy grab now. So now you're safe. Now I feel like you're safe for sure. How much time is left? There's 50 minutes left. There's a long time. So no, I guess we could see Iono still. If there's an Iono left, I don't even know if there might not even be an Iono left here for Dalton. But yeah, we could see that still, right? Iono plus the other thing. That was just concede. Okay. I know quick before sisters. Now Dalton knows you pocketed a card. Yeah, I should have. I mean, I don't. Maybe they both. Maybe Marco knew Dalton didn't have an out. And maybe it doesn't matter. I don't know. Yeah, technically Marco should have used quick search before using sisters, but The matchup is pretty close though. Once again though, if we go back to it, I still want to. I think Dalton should have gone for the KO on the other guy. Instead of KOing the active there from Dalton probably should have gone Greninja knockout. Both plays exhaust the same amount of energy, but taking the quick search away just seems like too important. I don't know. Quick search seems kind of broken as the game develops. Yeah, Dalton's going first, trying to find that turn 1 tomb. The turn 1 tomb is the move. Mulligan. That's good for Marco. Turn one tomb and then also threaten the KO. Turn 1 tomb plus threaten the KO on the Pidgey. Dalton can threaten in a lot of ways. You can do the Greninja, you can do double cross switcher, you can do boss. Like, to be super safe for Marco, you need like double Pidgey plus a bravery charm, but that's like a lot. Even then, I guess Dalton could also draw into the Lost Vacuum. That'd be kind of ridiculous, but. Ooh, oh my gosh, that's good. That's like good. Dude, what? Dude, that hand was literally everything. It's Palkia, V-Star, Water, Vessel, Battle VIP Pass. That's an absurd start. And Spiritomb. And Bidoof. I don't think he whiffed anything. I wonder if we're going to see like the aggressive Bidoof setup. I don't know. I kind of, so I don't mind that. I guess I don't mind the Ice Rider being set up. At first, when I saw that on the first game, I was like, I don't know about that. But I guess like, you want to be able to like one-hit KO Luxray, right? Because otherwise you can like attack with Luxray as Marco and not have it get KO. So you need to be able to threaten the Luxray for sure. So getting Ice Rider established makes sense. Turn 1 is probably not like essential, but you still get it out there. And is going to aggressively set up the B-Barrel as well here, it looks like. Oh, is Greninja prized actually? Greninja might be prized. Unless I missed it. I assume Greninja's prize if we're not getting it here. But we don't have B-Barrel in hand. There is a Luminion though. Luminion could get rid of. I think there's a Heavy Ball on this list for Dalton, so we could get Heavy Ball for Greninja next turn, I guess. How much time is left? 46 minutes. Well, there's no reason to Luminion right now, right? Wait, why do we Luminion right now? Did Dalton forget that he's going first? Oh, because we have Spiritomb. That's why. I was like, wait, dude, I'm so confused. I'm tripping. Yeah, before Tomb comes down. Boss? So really wants to threaten that Pidgey. Damn. What if Marco doesn't bench Pidgey here? And just like... I don't even know. I mean, I guess you want to... I mean, do you bench Pidgey here? I guess you could, what if you bench 2 Pidgey? What if you just bench 2 Pidgey? I feel like benching double Pidgey is pretty good here now. You don't care if one Pidgey gets boss, right? You have the other one. I don't know how... The hand doesn't look that good for Marco here, though. I think the play comes through for a Sealstone here, which is not great. I don't even know what you grab. What is even good enough to get here? Is it just Iono? Do you need like a full reset? Yeah, I think so. The hand does not look that good. It looks like Marco's going for the full reset with the Iono and then hoping to draw into a Pidgey off that. It would take the boss away from Dalton as well, but Dalton drawing back into like a double cross switcher play, something like that would be pretty reasonable. Then, yeah, we have the Spiritomb in play, shutting down the draw power from the Rotom. I'd say it's looking pretty good here for... I'd say that this game is looking like solid for Dalton. This feels like a really close matchup, actually. If Dalton didn't have Canceling Cloud, I think it would be a wash. Because like getting through... You have to get through like a Mimikyu. Yeah, you need to be able to get like through at least 1 Mimikyu. Maybe 2. But doing that with just Greninja is like impossible. So the Canceling Cologne, I feel like, is a big deal in this one for sure. Dalton doesn't have Lost City, right? I have not seen a Lost City, no. Just the double vacuums for like stadium stuff. I doubt it. It's just it's so ridiculously hard to find in that deck. You see like no cards. All right, Tanky Lax is ready to go. Will there be a Pidgey for Marco? And if there is, can Dalton find the Gust on it? Battle VIP pass would obviously be great. Couple Arvins. I think it's just going to be a pass here, though. There's a pass. All right, Dalton just wants to start swinging. Can't KO the Snorlax without a vacuum, but has B-Barrel in the hand, has Ultra Ball in the hand, might even have... Well, looks like a cross... I was going to say an Irida, but it looks like a cross switcher, actually. So Dalton's got some plays here. At the very least, just wants to punch, but would not mind a KO probably here to put the pressure on a little bit more aggressively. But if you do punch the Snorlax, I doubt Marco wants to play a penny next turn to heal it. So you could get the vacuum the following turn to then KO the Snorlax. Actually, I wonder if that's actually better. It's probably better to punch the Snorlax but not KO it, right? So that way on the following turn, you can vacuum it. Ideally. This is probably going to get like Vessel plus Ice Rider VMAX. And then you just punch Snorlax and you look for a vacuum next turn. Oh, but it is prioritizing the vacuum here. So now this like lets Marco attack with Luxray. I don't know how important that is to stop from happening. But you know, you should probably know Marco does not want to play a penny next turn. So with that in mind, I feel like allowing Marco to maybe attack with Luxray plus play a different supporter feels worse. But there's a vacuum grab. So it looks like Dalton's going to go aggressively here for the KO. I mean, could still hold it, I guess. We could still hold the vacuum for a turn. Maybe just grabbing off the Irida for this turn. I can't tell what that... It looks like maybe a boss in the hand. There's the vacuum. Then has Ultra Ball in the hand as well. What are you going to discard? Is that a second Irida? I feel like keeping the cross switch is pretty important. It is a second Irida. Okay. So thins out the deck. No Greninja to grab. Probably just get the Ice Rider. Yeah. And then just needs a Water Energy to get the KO here. So I could have played it a little slower. You didn't have to vacuum here, but it's probably fine, to be honest. You do get to thin out the hand to draw more with B-Barrel as well. But I guess you could have grabbed... If the other Vessel was in the deck, then you could have just grabbed Vessel and attacked with Palkia this turn. Off the Irida. Oh no, there's two waters. I thought we whiffed. All right. 160 for the knockout. All right. Gotta find some birds. There is still the threat of the V-Star power as well here from Dalton. Let me see. Marco is prioritizing the Bravery Charm to play around that. Of course, Boss is an option, or Double Cross Switcher is also an option here for Dalton to KO the Pidgey. So Marco ideally wants Bravery Charm, Pidgey, one with a Bravery Charm, ideally, but might have to settle for just one. Oh, actually goes Rotom with the Bravery Charm. So this plays around. So is it ignoring the threat of... Ooh, there's a boss in the hand here. Is ignoring the threat of Greninja here. Actually, Marco probably knows its prize here as well. So ignores the threat of Greninja. Which I think is probably correct here. Ignore the threat of... I wonder if Dalton, instead of playing boss, should have played the... No, it's probably better to play boss and cross switchers, right? I was just like thinking like cross switchers can get milled with Misfortune Sisters as the game develops. All right. Arvin again here for Marco. I assume we're going to get another Pidgey. And it looks like it might be prize because we're going with the heavy ball here. Or maybe Marco is going to... Well, I mean, do you... Mawile? No, probably not, right? This has to be for the Pidgey. And now do we vest the Pidgey? Or do we save the vest for the Mawile or the Mimikyu is a question. Pidgey pass. There is two cross switchers in the hand here. No, there's one cross switcher in the hand for Dalton, but has one cross switcher, but does have Irida. Doesn't have a water energy though. But you could use the V-Star power. You could like retreat, double cross switcher, V-Star power or something. You could make it happen basically. That's true. I guess Mawile does... Like, you can't boss out of Mawile. Will this burn the V-Star power here of Dalton? It doesn't feel like it's that important to not burn, to be honest, but... Also, like, this game seems like it's in a bad spot for Marco. How long do you stay here and stick this out? Dalton hasn't used a single switch card yet. No switches or escape ropes used. I think there's like 3 or 4 of them in the deck for Dalton. Yeah, how long do you stick this out here as Marco? I'm curious. Also, on this turn from Dalton, we probably go retreat and then cross switch up the Pidgey and send up the Ice Rider, right? Because then the Ice Rider threatens the KOs on the other 2 Pokemon, I assume. You think you scoop if that Pidgey dies? It's not hard retreating. Dalton could whiff here, actually. Oh no, there's 1 water in the discard pile. I take it back. Okay. all right. I thought we were gonna be able to like draw 1 or 2 with B-Barrel and Prey, but no, Dalton had. I didn't think there was any in the discard pile. Okay, and there is the scoop from Marco. Okay. So I feel like moving forward, I would like to see. I think it seems like Dalton has identified. Like the kill Pidgey game plan, right? Like in that game when we saw Dalton go for the more aggressive KO on the active, Pidgey got set up. It was still a close game, but Marco was able to close it out in the end. But I feel like there was never access to quick search. You just win as Dalton. At least that's what we see Dalton aggressively this game. Chases them down. Now we do finally have Marco going first, I believe. Oh, did Marco first? No, Marco went first in game 1, but had a slow start, and then Dalton also opened Spiritomb, right? So even shut down the Rotom. All right. So Marco, game plan is going to be turn 2 Pidgeot. Let's see if Dalton opens that. Big things are here. Does Dalton open Spiritomb, and then does Marco open up a way to find a Pidgey? There's some Pokemon there. Well, for Dalton. Mulligan. Okay. I think there's Candy Pidgeot in the hand here for Marco. Oh my gosh, there's like 3 nest balls. Dude, what? Dude, it's looking good for the start is looking good for Marco. The 2 nest balls in the hand. I don't know if there's candy. There might not be a candy. There's a Pidgeot though. Looks like maybe the Chen-Pao start here for Dalton, which is not a great attacker in this matchup. The Mawile start. There's a Pokegear though, and there's no Spiritomb start here. This is looking really good for Marco already. 2 or 3 nest. We'll probably see Rotom to draw 3, and then give you the option of the 4 Seal Stone. So we'll probably Rotom Pidgey off the 2 nest balls here, I would assume from Marco. You might even just attach the energy active right now. So if you get Iono, it's in there so you can pivot into something else, or you can trap the Chen-Pao as well, possibly. So the only thing you're scared of here as Marco is like turn 1 Iono from Dalton. But I believe Dalton only plays 1 Iono, so pretty unlikely. And how much time do we have? 35 minutes. 35 minutes. Okay, that is it. All right, there is only 35 minutes. Is a lot of time, and Marco can like go into attack mode if necessary. But winning like a full deck out, winning through full like deck out might be tough for Marco here to do here, to be honest. So Marco will definitely have to probably get a little bit aggressive. Goes for the Luxray over the Rotom. I guess that makes sense. Rotom might have been prized as well. I wasn't really paying attention there. But you are drawing like 3 less cards to build up for that turn 2 Pidgeot here. So if this Pokegear doesn't hit Avery, yeah, it might have been prized though. I'm actually not sure. It could be a tie. No, it wouldn't be a tie. It would come down to who has drawn more prize cards. Marco has Candy and Pidgey. Already doesn't need Insta. Oh, with Candy and Pidgey are in the hand? 35 can be enough? It can. It can definitely. It definitely can be enough for Marco to win through like a deck out strategy, but you know, it's not like 50 minutes or something where it's like there's more than enough time. It could get close. I don't think Dalton has a great start here either. No draw supporter. Vessel. There's a heavy ball. If Greninja's prized, that becomes draw support. Yeah, I don't think Dalton has a great no Greninja's in the deck. Can't get Spiritomb either, but Spiritomb I guess doesn't matter at this point. Yeah, so this star is not looking good here for Dalton. Do you just sit here and attach to Chen-Pao like 5 times and then boss KO Pidgeot? Well, I guess then Luxray starts getting involved, which is kind of annoying, right? Luxray might start getting involved like literally next turn. We might just see a Luxray next turn. That'd be pretty good actually. The canceling clone is prized as well. Oh no. Okay, canceling clone's prized. Does get the Ice Rider out of the prize cards, which is good. So you actually threaten the 1-hit KOs on the Luxray and stuff. There we go. I don't see a reason to not just go into Luxray here, but we'll see. I guess we'll see what the Pokegear grabs. Penny. That gets you into the Luxray. Becomes a Candy Pidgeot. Yeah. I'm curious to see what Marco does. How do you like what is the way to be the most aggressive in this matchup? Oh well, you have a Fire Energy. You don't even have to Penny this turn. So I think it is going to be a Luxray here. Because you go get Bravery Charm and something else. Yeah, I guess Luxray is the way to be most aggressive, right? And then just pick apart Dalton's hand and then start hitting it with the Misfortune Sisters. Has a Nest Ball, but doesn't do anything with it. Get rid of the Cross Switcher, I assume. Oh, there's a switch in there. That's even better. All right. Top deck. It is an Ultra Ball. Ooh, but that's... What do you get off this Ultra Ball? It almost feels like you have to go with... You could load up 5 energy and use Chen-Pao to 1-hit KO the Luxray, but that sounds terrible. You could go Palkia here and then 1-hit KO this Luxray, but that sounds awful. So I feel like you gotta go for... You could load up energy on the active and then hard retreat it, I guess. And then punch it with... Like, loading up all the energy in play just to 1-hit KO the Luxray sounds terrible. That's like so much energy. I don't even know if Dalton has enough energy to win the game at that point. Just from like the Chen-Pao getting gusted up into the active over and over. I almost feel like you have to like Ultra Ball for Greninja and draw 2 and hope to hit an... But even then, what are you looking for? I don't even... Like, you're hoping to hit Irida to get Palkia V-Star plus a switch and then start attacking with Palkia? I guess that's fine. I mean, right here from... Oh, that's true. We could get Luminion here. Luminion for Irida for switch Palkia, I guess? Would have been something. I think if you do the OKO play, you lose on the spot. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I honestly just forgot about Luminion. But we could have got Luminion there for sure. Luminion for Irida for Palkia for plus Claw Switcher. Yeah, and then what? KO the Mawile? Because punching the bird doesn't seem very good. I wonder if Dalton is just going to go for the 1-hit KO on the active here. That feels terrible. You're just cutting your 5 energy out of play. You have no energy in play then. Should have played the switch last turn. Yeah, that could have been a play, to be honest. Yep, it's just going for the 1-hit KO. Yeah, I don't know. That feels tough to come back from. I don't know about that. What's the play next turn? It's going to be draw pass. So Marco has like 2 turns to just kind of once again build out towards... And now the Charizard's a huge threat, right? Charizard 1-hit KOing something is like a huge threat. Like you attack finally again 2 turns from now, and then Charizard goes knockout, and then you just lose, right? There's a Snorlax to trap the Chen-Pao in the active, it looks like. Now is eyeing up a Misfortune Sisters. Does Marco plan on taking prize cards? It depends. Depends what Marco wants. Marco can kind of do whatever he wants at this point, it feels like. Yeah, Marco can kind of do whatever he wants, it feels like. The Sisters. What do we get? Cross Switcher, that's a good hit. That's it. Still a good one, though. -1 switch card. Spiritomb would be interesting there to block. Or are we going to Ultra Ball the Spiritomb away? Misfortune to block the potential. Oh, there's a Melanie in the hand. Oh, and an escape rope. So we can attack this turn as Dalton. Start with Melanie. Or maybe there's not an escape rope there. Maybe I'm trolling. Oh, looks like an escape rope. Oh, maybe I am trolling. All right. It's on ropes. You can just send up the bird. That's true. I mean, you gotta send it up. You gotta rope at some point. Like, you gotta do it. What's the Bidoof in play? Which is another thing that can be trapped. I mean, Chen-Pao getting trapped in the active is already pretty tough to, like, that's pretty, it's pretty tough. Like, it's hard to deal with your Chen-Pao being trapped in the active. Oh, it's just gonna be chilling, though. Maybe there wasn't an escape rope in the hand. I don't think there was, actually. I think I was maybe trolling with that. It was representing that threat with the Chen-Pao. I mean, you have to just draw prize cards at some point, I guess, here as Dalton. There's the Mimikyu. And I think the canceling clone is still priced here for Dalton. There's an Iono in the hand. Iono seems okay. Could just penny up the Snorlax and push the Mimikyu now. There's a decent amount of cards in hand, but it looks like Marco. Ooh, is Marco going to keep the hand or get rid of the hand? Keep the hand. Get rid of the hand. But if Dalton attacks with, I mean. You probably just trap Chen-Pao, right? Because if Dalton is attacking with what's it called, you just lose, right? Settles for the Arvin. Bravery Charm for the Snorlax. I guess it doesn't die now to a Chen-Pao attack. But you're also probably fine with a Chen-Pao attack, eating up 3 more energy. I mean, how many energies does the Poké deck play? Is it like 8? And then you have Melanie's. The V-Star power's been used. It's like 8 in Melanie's, I feel like. You could actually, was the Mimikyu bench a mistake here from Marco? Yeah, was the Mimikyu bench ever a mistake here from Marco? Because now Dalton can go switch, knock out your active with Palkia by benching 2 more Pokemon. You go bench, switch, knockout. You could just like not bench the Mimikyu, right? And that would have been fine. Mimikyu's good against rope. Yeah, so just like Pidgeot Cheryl, right? Isn't that just like good enough? Or maybe not. Does the DPL affect time rules, or is it prizes drawn? Might be. I actually just don't know. I think it's prizes drawn. I'm actually not sure. That's a good question. It's attached pass. For Sydney. There's nothing to discard here. It's really just to check the hand more than anything. I don't think Dalton has an extremely good hand. There's an Ultra Ball to get B-Barrel to see a bunch of stuff, though, I guess. Dalton could see some more stuff. Could see stuff next turn that could lead to a bigger play. What did Marco grab there off the quick search? Anybody see the timer? There's 25 minutes left. There should be plenty of time for Marco to lock this up in one way or another. All right, chillin'. I guess Dalton maybe just waiting to Dalton is maybe just waiting to, I don't even know, find a vacuum. You do want to vacuum these tools. Oh, wait, is Dalton waiting for the boss KO Pidgeot play? I was kind of joking when I said that, but is that actually what Dalton's doing here? Is Dalton waiting to be able to go boss the Pidgeot, Chen-Pao knockout? So I guess to play around that as Marco, you just want to bench another Pidgey? It's not possible this turn. No, it is possible this turn. You could have energy, boss, vacuum, right? I see the vacuums. There's 2 vacuums in the hand here for Dalton. It is possible. Maybe that's what Dalton is just waiting for. Is waiting for that play. Of course, Marco can pressure with the Misfortune Sisters, though. Grabbed double turbo, so it's maybe trying to get aggressive with Luxray here. I guess you don't really want to get. I assume you don't want to get aggressive with Luxray while the Chen-Pao could one-hit KO you, but. Oh, setting up for the Radzard play. Okay. Trying to start to threaten. Just trying to create a threat here. I guess if you just KO the Chen-Pao and remove energy from play. Oh, escape up top deck's pretty good. Well, actually, it's not that good because the Mimikyu gets pushed. Never mind. I take it back. This will probably tell us a little bit about Dalton's plan. If Dalton vacuums off the Pidgeot, then I think the Pidgeot's the target. All right, the Pidgeot's the target. So Dalton has Irida in hand, so can get B-Barrel. Can go Ultra Ball for B-Barrel. Ultra Ball with the Palkia plus another dead water Pokemon. It's just a pass. Another pass. All right. I guess Marco also has the Chi-Yu to force the game to be played, but I don't know if you want to... I don't know if you want to put the Chi-Yu in the active like that. I don't know if you're feeling that. All right, immediately into the Misfortune Sisters. What do we get? What do we get? Ultra Ball's decent though, because that does stop getting to the B-Barrel. That's decent. All right. I mean, Chi-Yu eventually becomes like a major threat, but we're not there yet, I don't think. What was that top deck? Was it a switch? Switch is pretty good here, right? Switch knockout. I don't know. It puts the pressure on. That was a switch. Switch KO. Actually, oh my. Wait, can Dalton? No switch knockout with the Palkia? Is Dalton afraid of the Radzard? Maybe he wants to be a little bit more set up to deal with the Radzard before playing the switch. I feel like playing switch there was pretty good. Oh. Is Marco just going to go... Does Marco have the KO on the Palkia here? No, right? Could KO the Chen-Pao or the... You could go KO... Oh, no, it's just passing. Oh, I feel like the knockout here from Dalton's pretty good. Maybe I'm trolling, but I feel like going Ultra Ball for B-Barrel plus switch, KO the Snorlax is pretty good here. And then you have 5 energy in play, so you can Gust KO the Pidgeot for two more prize cards eventually with the Chen-Pao. I feel like Marco definitely wants to KO this Chen-Pao, so that's not a threat, though. And can do it this turn, it looks like. I think Marco could have actually done it last turn, right? Or maybe I'm trolling. Maybe it was short one piece. If you KO the Chen-Pao, there's no threat on your Pidgeot anymore at that point. And then it seems tough. If there's no way to want to KO the Pidgeot. But if Dalton starts just drawing prize cards... Yeah, if Dalton just starts drawing prize cards... I don't know. I feel like Dalton should just be more aggressive here. I feel like Charizard KO Chen-Pao is really good. Because then, yeah, then how do you deal with... You can't deal with the Pidgeot. Killing the Snorlax. Killing the Snorlax, Charizard can kill Palkia with the Defiance Man. That'll be GG. I don't think it will be, though, because then you just respond back to... And you just KO the Charizard with Ice Rider. I think that's, like, fine for Dalton here. You go switch KO Snorlax with Palkia, and then Marco goes Charizard respond, and you go, okay, cool, Ice Rider knockout. And then you can't KO the Ice Rider with the thing, and then as long as you keep the energy in play, then you'll just go double cross switcher or boss KO Pidgeot with Chen-Pao. Like, I think Dalton should just go KO the active here and just draw prize cards. I don't know. We'll see, though. We'll see. Also, if Marco draws too many prize cards, Dalton can go, like, TM Devo Roxanne or something. Like, yeah, if Marco draws too many prize cards, Dalton can hit him with the TM Devo Roxanne. And that would be, like, that'd be brutal to come back from. I almost want to like see this Roxanne get saved here, to be honest. Just a pass? Marco can KO the Chen-Pao right now. I feel like that's the biggest threat, is the Chen-Pao being able to KO the Pidgeot eventually. But if you just KO the Chen-Pao, it can't do that. Alright, we'll see. Like, Marco has the play, has boss switch. Now he's putting counter catcher in hand. A switch card, but is opting for the penny. Alright, Marco's going in. Is it going to be on the Chen-Pao? Yeah, the Chen-Pao. But Marco could have done this like 2 turns ago. This is why I want to see Dalton start to pressure, because this was always the play here for Marco. This is why I want to see Dalton pressuring as soon as possible. As soon as Dalton top decked the switch, I feel like Dalton should have started swinging. But now now you got this KO as Marco. Now you could like chain. Now you can do the Defiance Band play, but then you walk into TM Devo Roxanne range, which could get interesting for sure. That could get interesting if we get to the TM Devo Roxanne range. You can go Palkia knockout, and then we could see Clara Defiance Band return knockout. Marco goes into 2 prize cards, Roxanne TM Devo, or even just Roxanne KO Radiant Charizard is probably a really good play there for Dalton. I just felt like Dalton could have been in a way better spot here. Like just a couple more prize cards ahead, and then the pressure is really on Marco at that point. As long as you can get your canceling clone out of your prize cards, then you have a way to KO the Mimikyu. 17 minutes left, by the way. There's a Raihan. Now we guaranteed to have the horse set up. I assume Dalton only plays the 1 Chen-Pao and doesn't have a way to recover it, so that's no longer a play. You could grab the TM Devo right now from Dalton and then set up for the... Yes, there it is. You can set up for the Roxanne TM Devo play. There's no way you TM Devo this turn. But now you have it for the next turn. Roxanne TM Devo is sick here for sure. Knockout. Does Marco have Clara in hand? I don't think so, but can just go get it with quick search. Does have the Defiance Band. Found that earlier. Nope, there's the Clara, yeah. Oh, but Marco knows about the Roxanne, right? Has Marco even seen the TM Devo yet? I don't know if Marco has seen the TM Devo yet. He got Cologne. Cologne's huge. Goes for the basin. I wonder if Marco saw the Roxanne on the Fang Snipe. Oh, that's true, yeah. All right, there's the energy. We're swinging. There's the Defiance Band. But this doesn't feel that good here. What if Marco just slowed down? Now that the Chen-Pao's been taken care of, what if Marco just... Oh no, but can you not win by deck out? Is that not a win condition here for Marco? Like, what if you just went counter catcher? What if you just push Mimikyu and then Clara the Mimikyu? Is there just not enough time at this point? All right, here comes Roxanne TM Devo. Dalton does still need to draw 3 prize cards. So if Marco like gets Candy or Arvin, I feel like Marco's in a fine spot. But I mean, only 1 card per turn is a lot to stabilize through. Probably should see the Ultra Ball for the B-Barrel from Dalton here as well, just to be able to recover as aggressively as possible. He's giving up on all the Pokemon here as well. He's all in on this Ice Rider. Could still bench... You probably should bench Spiritomb here, to be honest, to prevent Marco being able to recover through Rotom, right? That is like a possible. There's a B-Barrel. Should I bench Luxray with the Force Seal Stone? Oh, the Force Seal Stone hasn't been used. Well, I don't know if that's correct, to be honest. Because then what if that gets like boss and then double cross? I don't know. That doesn't sound great. There's the Devo. Here comes the Roxanne. Oh boy, here we go. Marco can also win by attacking twice. Like if Marco gets like... I don't know, what could we get here? Switch card? If Marco gets switch card... Where's our last attack coming from though? I guess would be the question, right? Alright, here we go. Marco needs a rare candy. Needs a rare candy, but still needs follow-up to that. Like, there is enough play here, I feel like, from Dalton to still win the game. There's a Pokegear. There's a Stormy Mountains. Oh, immediately with the candy back. What can Marco attack for turn? If they get the penny here, you can attack for turn. There's the penny. You can quick search for switch, or you can quick search for switch card into Mawile, right? Oh no, you can just switch card into the Pidgeot and retreat it. I forgot we had free retreat now again. And then you punch, and then next turn you go boss KO the Yeah, next turn you can 250. How much does the bird do again? Yeah, we KO with the bird with the double turbo. Dude, let's go. I wonder what the outs there were for Marco. Marco had decent outs. It was decent odds. Yeah, maybe Luxray Force. Well, I don't know. Luxray Force System on the last turn would have been weird for Marco, because then I think Dalton would have just gone and KO'd that. Like if you bench the Luxray with Force Shieldstone there, Dalton just goes KO it, or just vacuums the Force Shieldstone, and then you have a 2-prize threat on your bench. Or liability, excuse me. And then Dalton could just go KO Jard, and then look for the Gusky on the Luxray with the Roxanne combo. That might have been too much to actually overcome, to be honest. Does Dalton even have a win condition? I don't even know if Dalton has a win condition now. If you retreat, you'll lose eventually. As long as there's a double turbo left for Marco, I guess is the question. If there's no double turbo left for Marco, that'd be the only situation, I guess. Maybe if Dalton had benched... Maybe if Dalton had benched the Palkia last turn, could have had Melanie this turn. Melanie plus Evolve plus Switch or Retreat. But even then, you would still lose to, like, the Gust. But I guess Counter Catcher's not online for Marco, so maybe that wouldn't be possible. Marco used 1 DT on Luxray, 1 on Radzard. Oh, so we're out of DT. No, wait, what about Raihan? Does Marco play Raihan? Oh, but it's just 2 fire, 2 DT, right? That's still not possible. So it does come down to Silene. But even then, Dalton can't win for so long. Like, you do just eventually win here as Marco, right? So does Ice Rider knock out the active? Oh yeah, could Clara though, right? Could Palpad Clara. Oh, has Force Sealstone. No, Marco just has game in hand. It has Force Sealstone Stormy Mountain, right? So you just get Luxray, Force Sealstone plus Quick Search. That's game. Palpad Clara. What is Dalton thinking so hard about here? Besides maybe benching Mew, I guess? Is there like a different play here for Dalton to make? Maybe, is it passing with the Mew in the active ever do anything? I'm curious as to what Dalton's looking for here. Dude, Dalton's in the tank, bro. Go to the Magma Basin, maybe? Alright, goodbye, Magma. There's 10 minutes left, so there's plenty of time. Yeah, there's no way this game times out. Also, Marco's ahead on the prize exchange, so. Was Dalton ever looking for double cross switcher? But what is double cross? Double cross switcher doesn't do anything, right? There is 2 cross switchers in the hand now, just to pass. Okay, so Marco can't win this turn. Dalton could find Iono next turn, I guess. Dalton could find Iono. Iono plus KO Charizard with fresh Palkia, right? That could slow it down. Also, like, Marco can push up the Mimikyu for a turn. Dude, Dalton needs to still draw 3 prize cards, bro. This is, like, not possible. There's no way. If you just, like, penny the Zard this turn and then put it back down on the bench. Yeah, there's no way, right? Is he even going for the boss? Boss up what? B-Barrel? Just make it awkward for Dalton. Oh no, you have the boss next turn to win, right? Oh no, he's going for the Silene now, and then has the boss for next turn. There's a head, so you just get back double turbo, and then boss wins the game next turn. So it has to be Iono. Oh, it's double heads, chill. No, but Iono draws into the double turbo. Oh, so there's no way to lose, right? Because Iono draws into the double turbo. And if you don't, you lose. You just needed one though, right? Just needed one heads. There's the Melody. All right. That's it. Marco wins with the control. Another archetype added to the list of decks that have won a major tournament in the... What format are we in? Paradox Red format? I'm a noob. Why does he not attack? He can't attack. Charizard says you can't attack 2 turns in a row. Unless you reset it to the bench. The only thing that could go wrong here is Marco could throw, but I don't see how it's possible for Marco to throw. Just push up Mimi. Dude, Marco is still cooking. I don't even know if there's a bad thing to send up here. Pidgeot. I assume it's double. It has to be double cross switcher here from Dalton, or is it going to be pass? Dude, Dalton is cooking, bro. Pass is a loss though, right? Yeah, it is. I mean, everything's a loss. We know everything's a loss. Dalton's trying to find any possible way to win. But you have to KO the Charizard here. Quick search the boss. Let's go. Dude, this deck is so much cooler than watching Stall for sure.